Hello everyone! Welcome back to episode 35 of my Let's Build series. It's so lovely to see you all, and welcome back! I have just gotten back from a little bit of a break. I took 1 week off from this series to go home, visit my family, study for my exam. I really honestly just needed a break, so thank you so much for allowing me to do that. In this episode, we are back in our Sandcastle village, and we're going to be working on adding some details around here, because let's be honest, there's a lot to do, and especially in the color department. In the last episode, I asked you all to pick a path for me, and this is the path that won. The granite, terracotta, jungle wood, and maybe bricks if I can get some and throw some in. This path definitely blends very, very well with our palace, and once we get some more prismarine in around, I think this place will definitely come to life and have a lot more color because it's all very sandy right now, which is fantastic. It is a sandcastle village, it's meant to be sandy, but I mean, I just like color, so we're gonna add some. I've turned this little house in here into my temporary storage area just so we could get this over here kind of cleared all up and properly decorate around this entire island. It'll just make things a lot easier, I think. So the first thing we're gonna do is make some lanterns. This place is extremely dark. So we are gonna use some sea lanterns to create some sort of like street lights around this place, and I think we're going to go with a very, very simple design. I just want to decide where I want these. So let's talk about the layout of this village a little bit. Over here where I have this cobble marked out, I think I would like to do a couple little market stands. Just in sort of the central area of the village, an area where they were able to trade would maybe be nice. Down here, I'd like to have a couple chairs on the beach and some lovely palm trees, as well as turn this into some sort of like almost like a lighthouse, like not a lighthouse completely, like not the classic lighthouse like we have out on our Guardian Island, but it'll have a light and it'll be a tower, so a lighthouse, sort of. And we also need to work on the details of this sort of town hall over here. This is going to be a really important one to get properly detailed. And we also have this path going this way, which I think I'll add a couple of palm trees too, but I want to keep it as this sort of like sandbar of a beach. I think this is such a cool shape of an island to have this sort of jutting out, and it gives us a really good view of our village. So let's start by placing a couple of lights. I think one right here would definitely be good. We gotta watch how far these kind of come out. I think right here is another good spot for one. And then definitely over here we'll want one, and that's a little too close maybe. Maybe like down here we'll do one right there, and then right over here maybe. Or is that going to be too close together? No. We'll do them fairly spaced out. We'll do hidden lighting, but it'll kind of look like the sea lanterns are doing a lot more than they are. Okay, and then one there. And we'll do one more sort of down here, and that'll be sort of our starting light. So I think what I'm gonna do is just some really simple posts, and then a sea lantern on top of that. And then maybe even another post right there. It's super simple. The only other thing I can think of is sort of that classic look with the, like with stairs, like this. And I don't think I want to do this, because I do this a lot. But this is another option, obviously with different blocks, like with prismarine, but I have birch on me, so that's the other option. But these are kind of bulky compared to this, and I would like to have something sort of sleek. So I'll do that for now, and if we don't like it, it's going to be super easy to go through and change this, so we won't have to worry about it too much. Okay, one way that I'm going to hide some lighting is right in here. I'm just going to tuck in some sea lanterns in each of these corners, just to make our statue glow a little bit more. We're also going to need to work out the stand that the statue is on. And a lot of you commented that you wanted this to be a fountain. And I like the concept, but I think I maybe would have had to design it like that because I'm not sure how to get water to neatly flow from like the nose or from a blowhole and down into a place that makes sense. So I think I'm gonna not make this a fountain, but we'll go off what Meg Ray did and maybe make a little wave that he's standing on with some glass. Alright, the next thing to do on the agenda is sort of mark in this area over here. Now, this is sort of a weird area, and I know that I want to have market stands. I'm not sure exactly what block that I would like to build them out of, and I'm also not sure how this structure is going to work. So, might be a little awkward. Let's actually quickly go get some doors. I think it's important to mark in the entrance of each of these buildings before we decide on too much of where the market stands are going to be, because this is a fairly important structure. So where are we going to leave from? I think probably right here. This will be our door. Thank you very much. Okay, and just like that, and some sand on top. So let's get this building here decorated a little bit more. I think we can maybe raise this section up and have this section be lower and maybe have a balcony looking over the palace. That's definitely a good thought. Okay, let me get some materials. Alright, so I think we'll do probably 3 higher right here. That'll kind of bring us in between this building. So I want to have these be lots of different heights. I think that adds so much to a village when you've got sort of the same detailing on a lot of these. But if they're all different heights and shapes, I think that'll definitely add to the look. So I'm going to try to go for that. Oh, I didn't get any sand. I'm building a sandcastle village and I didn't get any sand. What on earth? Alright, well, we'll do some of these stair details anyways. Oh, this is cutting it close. Oh boy. These are going to kind of connect together a little bit. If I go 1 higher, that won't happen. So I am going to go 1 higher. There we go. Oh, and I need that. Thank you very much. Okay, so just 1 higher, and now when I bring this up, see, it still kind of touches and is close, but it's more separated for sure. So that'll be fine, I think. Okay, good. Let me go grab some sand. Goodness me, I feel so scatterbrained after taking a week off. That is the first week I have taken off of Minecraft in an entire year, which is really rare for me in any of my hobbies. Usually I will do something and then I'll take little breaks here and there, even just for a week or for a couple days. But I have played Minecraft probably every single day for like an entire year, almost every single day. Like not quite, because I've had like days where I have exams or, you know, other important stuff, but it's been pretty close to daily, like close enough that I don't remember not playing it. That's insane. And it's definitely not healthy. So I think it's really good that I took a break. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that. I needed it so badly, and I think it was just a lot of signs from the universe telling me that I should definitely take one. The main reason that I actually decided to take a break is because my doggy Wilson unfortunately passed away last week, which is so sad and hard to deal with, especially when I'm not living at home, so I couldn't go home and see him on his last days. I had to stay here and I had to write an exam, and it was just really not a super fun time. So that was my motivator for taking a break. And although it is so terrible to have your doggy or any pet or any family member at all pass away like that, I'm so glad that he isn't in pain anymore, and I think we should definitely do something in this world as sort of a place for my dog Wilson. By the way, if you guys aren't in my Discord server, I know this is a weird place to plug this, but I announced that I would be taking a break in my Discord server, so if you were wondering where I was kind of like feeling a little lost, like I had forgotten about you, I didn't. I just usually announce things in my Discord server. That's the easiest place for me to get a hold of the most people the fastest when I need to leave, like really quickly, like in a day like that. So if you're not aware of those things, me or my mods or my admin will usually tell you guys what's going on with me if I'm not uploading, if you're in my Discord. Okay, and I want to put another doorway right here. Sand is so awkward to work with. Oh my gosh. Alright, so we're gonna do a floor here and a floor here. Or maybe like we'll do the ladder right here. Yeah, okay, and now I'm gonna adjust these details here just to bring them down a little bit more. Give that a nice curve. And there we go. A nice little doorway to our balcony from sort of our entrance area. So this, directly below this, is gonna have a tunnel that leads over here. And this building right here is gonna be an access to the village, which I think is just great. We're gonna have so many access points over here. It's gonna be so easy to get around. It's gonna be great. Okay, so this building is now officially complete. Well, I mean, the details are not complete and it has no windows, but it's good enough that I can now place my market in. So let's plan out this marketplace. I think I'm gonna use Junglewood. I mean, if we don't like it and we want to switch to something like Prismarine, we definitely can, but I want to avoid birch for details like this because I think we've used so much birch. I think I'd like to have a market maybe coming off of this building. Could that be something that's nice? And then we have one that's maybe this way. So we have like a little L right here and a little kind of plaza right here opening up right next to our dolphin. That could be lovely. Okay, the terrain here is my only problem. It's a little strange. So do I want to raise this up so that it's all one? I think I do. I think I'm going to raise it up. So we're going to have some sand next to here because it's naturally sandy. Just so that this blends in better, like so. And now let me go grab some of my dirt that I have, and I'm just going to make this all one layer. Alright, so now I'm just blending up some of the sand a little bit like that. I think that's kind of nice to kind of blend in the beach a little bit more, and this grass should all spread across. This is going to be much easier to work with now. Goodness. Okay, so I think we'll have the corner of the market stand be right there. So then we'll have one that's like an L right here. We'll do this out of stairs and slabs, obviously, but I'm just marking it in. Oh, maybe this is too big, though. Like that, and then we have another one that's like right here, coming out like that. So then we've got two little market stands that we can sort of get stuff from in this area, and we can extend out the granite to come here. Is that the best layout? I think we've definitely got room for two. I don't know if I want to have this market coming off of this building though. It's my only thing. I think I want to separate it a little more. But now it's not separated from this. Okay, maybe we move the path a little bit. So that we could do this. And we'll just jut the path over this way and that'll be fine. Like, right? The path can come this way. That doesn't really matter because there's nothing on this building. Our doors are right here, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, let's do that. That looks good. Okay, the only thing I don't have right now is wool. Not gonna lie, that's kind of an important thing for a market, so I'm gonna work on that. Let me quickly fly out to where my sheep farm is so I can show you all what my setup is. Oh, and look at that village. Oh my goodness. That makes me so excited as it disappears into the distance. It's gonna be so pretty once it's finished and there's lots of greenery and coral flower beds and markets and I love decorating things like this. I hope you are all enjoying this as well. Alright, so as we load in this savanna, this is where my squid farm is. This is where I get ink for the dark prismarine. This is also where I do most of my fishing. And you guessed it, my sheep farming. So kind of an all-in-one area. I like being out here because the AFK is my squid farm, which is just right there. And I can get some conduit shells here fishing while I'm waiting for the sheep to grow their wool. So, win-win, really. And also, these sheep are so loud, it's really nice to not have them in the palace. We already have the cows and the chickens, and we're gonna have pets. There's only so many animals that you can put in one palace, everyone. Alright, now that we have enough wool, it's time to return to our palace. And look at it in all its glory. I just love looking at this area. Let's do a little flyover of the village as well so that we can get a little update on what that's looking like. Yes, it's definitely filling up so much. I'm so happy with our progress. It's starting to look like an actual village. Definitely, oh, that was a good landing. Definitely a really good accent to our palace. Lovely. All right, now these markets. So I've picked out some wool and I think we'll do this and this first. Oh, and we need some, how do I want to do this? Let me think. So we have lots of jungle logs, so I can definitely make some, oh, nope, not like that. I can definitely make some of these into fences in case we want some of that. And I also would like to look into banners. Does anybody know how to make a banner? Because I don't think I've ever done it in, oh wait, a stick? Oh, well, I could do that, but it's 6 wool. Oh my heck. Okay, let's make 2. Now, how do we decorate these? Is it like that? Wait, can you decorate? How do you... Maybe a sunflower is not how you decorate. Alright, I'm gonna look that up. Hang on. Okay, I figured it out. Not just any flower works. It has to be a daisy. I'm not sure if I have any daisies. But if I do, I'm gonna go get distracted for a second. Hang on. It'll be super awesome if we can grab a daisy and actually get a nice pattern on our banners, because that would be a really nice addition to the village, I think. So, it's not looking good. Oh no. Did I put it over here? No, I didn't. Oh dear. Maybe it's in the garden? Well, I did use them in the gardens. And I really don't want to destroy those, so I think the banners are gonna wait for right now. Surely we can go find some daisies somewhere. It'll be fine. Let's continue with the market. Okay, so back at our market, the option that I'm thinking is maybe a couple of these in the strip log variant. And then we take out the planks, and instead we have stairs and slabs. Like so, and like so, right? That looks like a market. And on top of this, we have the final pillar, and then right here we would have another, like so, and back here, like that. And that sort of makes up one of these market stands. And same thing right here. But on this one, we only need 2 sets of these pillars and not 3 because we're going to attach it to the building. That's good. Okay, these are going to be super close together and kind of look like one, but I'm actually okay with that. I think it's going to add the right amount of color anyways. So let's start with white on the edge, like so. Then we're going to bring in the cyan and the white again, and so on and so forth. Like so. Oh, it's such a cute little classic market stand. It's exactly what I had in mind. It looks very beachy as well. Now, I can confirm I definitely don't have enough of these 2 colors to do a whole lot with. Although, I might actually... Ooh, I do have some more cyan. I may have some in my storage room. Let me go check. I feel like I've said, let me go check a lot in this episode. I feel so scatterbrained. Like, I have everything left in my storage room for some reason. I think I got organized at some point over the last week and decided to organize my storage room a little bit, and organizing is just a bad idea for me. I'm not an organized person. Yes, I do have lots of wool. Good news, I'll take the rest of the cyan too. It doesn't need to be in the storage room. We're not building in the storage room. We're building over here. Oh, look at those fish! Distracted. Look at them. Oh my heck, they're so gorgeous. Wow. Hello, Mr. Dolphin. Whoop. Goodness, it's so lovely living on an island and seeing all of the amazing fish. Just swimming back and forth from our storage room is such an amazing experience. This game is so good. Ugh. Okay, let's do the dark blue and light blue maybe? Or maybe just dark blue and white. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Up. And over like so. Yeah, so this is a lot more of a small one, but that's okay. So yeah, that sort of connects. I'm okay with that. I'm just gonna drag this kind of over a little bit more, just so it's not in the way. Yeah, I think that definitely still works, although we need to overhang this, like so. Lovely, what a lovely little jut of color right there. Okay, now we need to set up some things for them to be selling, some stuff in the back like crates. I think I have some stuff to make crates. We can make some note blocks. I also wanted to have some melon, but I realized I haven't found any melon yet. So I'll have to make a trip out to the jungle at some point to get that. What did I come here for? Oh, some redstone. And then we can make a note block. Or 5. Oh, I do think this corner needs to be held up. This is a little bit awkward. Let me fix. I'm just gonna do like right here. Yeah. Like that. And some fence. Yeah, that's better. That looks a lot more held up now and supported. I'm gonna drag that all the way across so the vendor just comes in here like this. That's perfect. And now back in the back, we have some crates. So I've decided that I definitely do want to make banners sort of a thing, and we can definitely have them on the light post like that with a little symbol on them, of course. And I'd like to do that with the... Oh no! I broke both of it. Ah! Derp. Okay, but I'd like to do that with the symbol on it. As for these market stands, I was thinking maybe... Oh, maybe not there. How do you break these? Oh, axe, of course. Maybe something like this. Just on the ends to hang down could be really nice. Not 100% sure, but we'll work on that. And now I have to replace that sea lantern. Goodness. Anyways, we have lots of wool to work with when we decide that we would like to do that. Alright, and a few more little finishing touches, and this place will definitely be coming to life. Let's add some bookshelves in the back here. Like so. Ah, yes, and then a couple of chests, and maybe we can move our crafting table there. That way they're sort of functional, and our crafting table is not just out in the middle anywhere. Oh, we already have a crafting table on us. My bad. Let's put a crafting table right there, and a crafting table right there. Why not? That's so cute. Okay, now the next thing I would like to do is add some more flags up on top of these, just like with that one. Just a couple, though. So I think this building is definitely a good one to have one, so let's start there. Oh, and I got these crates because I think our docks could use some crates. Oh, and also, regarding this flag, I said in the last episode that we weren't sure which way the wind was blowing, so I just did it that way. But over here we have this statue whose hair could technically look cool if it was blowing in the wind, so the wind should be going this way. So we're gonna adjust that on this flag here. I just remembered that. Alright, I think this is definitely looking a lot better and slowly coming to life. I love adding little details like this. This is just making me so happy. Alright, so next up... Oh, I still didn't replace that sea lantern. Goodness. Okay, next up, after I replace this sea lantern, is going to be adding a couple of trees. So I haven't collected up enough jungle leaves to do a lot of trees yet, but I have collected up a lot of wood, and we're still working on getting the leaves. So I'm going to place in a couple. I do have some leaves. I do. There we go. And our jungle leaves down here have grown, so I'll be able to get more there. Adding some of these palm trees is definitely going to bring this place to life. So we just have to decide where we would like some to be. I also need to adjust the path in a couple spots I'm noticing. Oh goodness. Okay, let's grab some of that as well. I'll just grab some granite and some terracotta, and I'll add in the other blocks after. But for example, we need to come over here with this and blend into our dock a little bit. Yeah, like so. And we also needed to adjust that over here, so I can get that done right now. Alright, I think the first place I would like to have a palm tree is right here. It's a really simple area, but I think having a palm tree sort of curving up would really add to it. So let's start here with this one, and then I'll add a few more kind of off camera, because you've all seen me build a palm tree by now. We'll go this way, and I don't want to do too big. I don't remember how large I did them in the garden, so let's go down. And right here, I do want them to tower over, but you know, not too much. And like that. That should be good, and it's not too curved. This one's a little bit more on the straight side. Let me get my shears, just in case I make a mistake. Definitely want some to be coming up. And some leaves going out like this, and then up, and then back down. It's really hard from up here to see when you've done enough, and if this makes sense at all and looks like a palm tree. I mean, it's almost impossible. This is where building in creative mode definitely makes the biggest difference, in my opinion, is that when you're in creative mode, you can just look back at your project really, really easily and see the mistakes you made before you make too many more. But in survival, you gotta wing it a little bit more. That's fine. Okay, let's try this and get down and see how that looks. Oh my goodness, all of my dirt. And, okay. It could use a couple more leaves, extended, definitely, but, oh dear, that's not bad, oh dear. And there's still a piece of dirt up there. Okay, all in all, not a bad start. I'm gonna keep adding some different palm trees around here, and I'll bring you all back once I've got a few more in. Alrighty, and just like magic, some more trees have sprouted up around our island. Obviously, not all of them are in yet, but I'm recording this all in one sitting, and I don't have time to collect some more jungle leaves right now, as I have to go study. But I've had a lot of fun building up this island in this episode, and I hope you have all enjoyed the little details that we have added in as well. This place is certainly coming to life, and I can't wait to add even more to it. But with that said, I am officially out of time for this episode. I must have talked so much because we're already 25 minutes in, and I don't know how this happened. Anyways, it's time for the comment or question of the day. Let's pick a good spot for it. Maybe over here. Ah, yes. Perfect. Alright, so today's comment or question of the day comes from Jack Sutherland, who says, I am new to this channel, and this is the first series I started to watch. I watched every single episode up to this one in less than a week. Every single second I spend watching makes me happier. Thank you. Thank you so much for that kind comment, Jack. When I read that, I could not help but smile. I appreciate you so much. Welcome to the channel and to our little community that we have here. It's so lovely to see new faces around and have new input on the things that we are building. So thank you for hanging out with us. I hope everyone else who has been joining us lately has enjoyed the channel thus far and is making themselves at home here. I'm hoping you feel welcome. Thank you so much for hanging out, and everyone, we're almost at 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for 49,000. I really don't talk about milestones that much, especially on this series, but that's just such an insane milestone, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun once we hit it. So I'm gonna ask this one time. I don't ask very much, but if you haven't already subscribed to this channel and you like watching my videos, hanging out with us on this series, please consider clicking that subscribe button and joining our community officially and getting notified of when I upload. With that said, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!